David, if anyone goes into this thinking they're going to see a typical World War II film, they're in for a bit of a shock, aren't they?
Yeah, they're wrong.
Okay, just flat wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just flat wrong. It's a unique animal. Most World War II films are about a battle. This is about a family. This is about a family that happens to live in a tank and kill people. It's a day in the life. It's a slice of life. It's a character study. It's about these guys and their chemistry and their brotherhood and the love they have for each other.
Michael, you've obviously made a film with David before. What made you want to come back? What's he like to work for?
I'm like working with David is like getting a root canal.
Put that on your CV, David.
You know the date.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna suck, and then like you just prepare for it the best you can.
I'm taking applications now, by the way.
It's not easy. It sucks.
Brad, what did you make
Sorry,
of War Daddy when you first read the script? Did you get a lot of backstory from David?
Yeah, I got a lot of backstory. I got endless emails at like 3 in the morning, just a barrage of backstory that never makes the film, but certainly informs the character. Talking to any of the vets, they constantly painted this picture of the exhaustion, the fatigue, the mental fatigue, the cold, the hunger, the accumulative effect of seeing trauma and horror and inflicting horror on a daily basis. And that was, we took that to heart and begin the film in that state.
Mm-hmm. Logan, your character Norman kind of goes through the same journey as the audience, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he is kind of the eyes into this world, into their world, and their relationship and family dynamic, and yeah.
And John, was there, you mentioned the sort of level of commitment. Was there ever a point during the kind of like the boot camp phase where you thought, this is too full on for me?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was kind of the point for each of us to sort of break down in our own special way, and I think it did happen for all of us. But the genius of the boot camp and Kevin Vance, our technical advisor, was that once we sort of discovered each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we figured out how to use our strengths and help each other with our weaknesses, we really became a team and a family, and that was essential for our first day of work. We were a family. We were a team.
We built the interior set, modeled it after, obviously, the Sherman tank, upscaled the blueprints about 10%, and then kitted it out with all the proper equipment that it would have. The turret turn, the gun loaded and ejected shells, the machine guns fired, the radio transmitted and received. I don't know who we talked to, but it worked. Everything worked in there, and it was actually one of the most technically complex sets anyone on that film crew had worked on. It was utterly maddening to film in for me. I'm a shooter. I like to get lots of coverage, and I would just go in the corner and cry while they took about 2 hours to light the thing with these teeny little bespoke LED lights, dozens of them stashed throughout this to give it that beautiful look it has. I don't know if any of us enjoyed working in it, but maybe that did help some of the tension that's felt on screen. I'll let these guys talk about what it was like to work inside of it. I never really had to go in it.
First of all, there's nothing ergonomical about a tank. It's not made for habitation in any way. There's no steps to get up it or down it. You get inside, the turret rings, you got an appendage out, it'll take it right off. You can lose your fingers, bringing the lid down. You're always getting banged up on something. But there comes this point as we were forced to familiarize ourselves with the tank, where we all found our little comfort spots, between the bolt and the turret ring, and your coffee wouldn't vibrate off right here. You could put the coffee there. Cold, instant coffee, by the way. We were method.
Nescafe.
Nescafe. We became quite proprietary over our tank. It was our home, and you think of the real guys that who lives in it. They literally sleep, eat, crap, fight, all of it inside the confines of this tin can. The greatest thing an actor can experience is discovery. The greatest thing an artist can walk away is to learn something about themselves and about the world. And this was one of those for all of us. I know I speak for all of us on that front. We all walked away absolutely enriched. And for me specifically, it was a real study in leadership, in earning one's respect, and being responsible for others. And I walk away knowing I'm a better father because of the experience.
I wanted to ask, actually, with it being such an immersive experience as actors, did you find it harder than usual to transition back to normal life, like when you rapped?
No, it's a fair question. Anyone want to jump in?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely, I think we all did. I think, look, at the end of the day, we put on makeup and say lines, we operate under this umbrella of safety, where there's not real bullets being shot at us. But up until that, it's our job to make this as dark and dangerous a set as possible, and to be in a mindset that's as dark and dangerous as possible. And this was not the kind of movie that, you rap and you go get a beer, you go have a nice night on the town or get Chinese food. You literally just rap and you fight or you work out and you sleep and you try to stay in it. And any outside influence, computers and phones or anything like that, they were the enemy. So I think that when you're trying to make your world as dark as possible for 8 months straight, it's definitely going home after that. It is tough, and what I walk away with from that is just, again, absolute reverence and respect for guys who have real battle, ringing between their ears, and they go home because it had a big effect on me. And again, I'm a monkey who wears makeup,
Because of that responsibility, I suppose, that it feels like you all experienced. Do you think it's the most demanding project that you've done as an actor, Shia or Logan?
Definitely the most demanding project. It was the most committed project in terms of last year. I mean, I could say that I was looking for a really good challenge, and after reading this script, it was this or nothing. So dedicated pretty much all of last year to this project, as did everybody else, really. And that's what David was looking for. And in doing that, we had, great time to do research on a very detailed level and really get to know one another, which is the most important aspect, I think, to pre-production, is getting to know the people you're working with on a very personal level and building that comfort. It was definitely the most dedicated film process I've ever been a part of.
It might be the wrong choice of word, but did you enjoy it, Shia?
Oh yeah, this has been the most rewarding, incredible experience of my life, both in work and in life. Extremely rewarding and really magical moment for me in my life.
Our wishes, the soldiers themselves walk away and feel that they were respectfully recognized, and there's truth in it. War is hell. Talking to the vets, and even vets who were recently home, one guy said, listen, war is ludicrous. If you look at it, it's ludicrous, so you don't. And it is an amazing fact of human nature that one year we could be chopping each other up, and the next year be sharing a pint. We seem to often continually devolve into conflict, no matter how much we evolve. And I think this film represents that.